You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Supernatural After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Supernatural After Show.
Oh yeah. Working out over here. Welcome everybody to AFTERBUZZ TV. I am Tom Connolly, and sitting across from me, further away from me, not right next to me, is Lyndsey Wegner. How you doing, Lyndsey?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Good, good. And sitting next to her, Travis McMaster. How you doing, Travis?
I'm doing good, baby. How you doing?
Let's get physical in here right now.
So, Supernatural Season 9, Episode 13, The Purge. Not like the movie. Supernatural-wise. Coming to us from Southeast Minnesota in Stillwater.
Stillwater, Minnesota. What's up to all my Stillwater fans and friends that live there?
Yes. We saw an awesome hot dog eating contest between Wayne and...
Wayne McNutt
and Slim Jim Morgan. Where Wayne won by cheating.
We think.
It's that darn hot dog in your pocket.
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely cheated.
Okay. The man is dead, Tom. Let's not go dragging his name through the mud.
Because he cheated. That's his own fault. So Wayne won the hot dog eating contest. Slim Jim said he cheated by putting the hot dog in his pocket. He said, that ain't no hot dog in my pocket.
It was his penis, wasn't it, Tom?
I guess so. I don't know. So Wayne goes out to his car, and as he's sitting there enjoying the hot dog that he put in his pocket later, enjoying his win, we see this hooded figure in his back seat, and he just starts getting
deflated.
Yeah, basically, like sucked like bone dry. And
wow, there are lots of innuendos going on right now.
So Wayne is dead. Rest in peace, Wayne.
Sorry, Wayne.
It was nice to know you for the 2 minutes you were on screen.
He cheated. Jesus punishes.
Exactly.
Wow.
So then we get to Sam and Dean.
I'm sorry.
We're just throwing everything out there tonight.
There's no sympathy for Wayne, the hot dog stealer, cheater.
Exactly. He got what was coming to him.
That's really harsh, you two. He just cheated at a hot dog eating contest in Minnesota, and you're like, I'm
won
glad he died.
Hey. Do you know what he was going to do with that money? We do find out what he's going to do with that money.
Start a life with the woman he loves?
Well,
is that punishable by death now?
Now I feel bad.
No, don't. She's just a gypsy.
Yeah, so Sam and Dean are in the bunker. We find out Dean has been up all night watching Rudy and Unforgiven. Then he was doing research, and he hasn't really found anything.
I'm not sure what research he was doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what was on his screen, but it looked like he was defragging his computer or something.
Yeah, it looked like the stuff when Charlie was on the episode when they were talking about Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what research, like, for Gadriel he was doing. Just, like, Googling Gadriel. It doesn't matter. It's fine. He was drinking. He was watching movies.
Yeah, they had a little heart-to-heart. And
I liked that because last week when they showed the previews for this week, and it was like Wacky Jim episode right after they just showed Sam telling Dean he can go screw himself. I really liked them setting up that they're still not okay.
Yeah.
They're still at odds. Sam doesn't love him anymore.
Yes, and Sam basically said that, he told Dean the truth last week, and Dean, was pouty about it. And was like, yeah, I get it.
It was great because Dean was kind of pouty, and Sam's like, hey, man, are you upset because of what I said last week? Because I totally meant it.
Finally, after all these years, I'm telling you the truth. But yeah, Dean did find the case of Wayne being killed, so they head to Minnesota to investigate the death. We meet the sheriff. Did we get the sheriff's name?
Donna.
Okay, yes. And she was eating a donut. And,
being a cutie.
Yeah.
With a Minnesota accent.
Powdered sugar donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a great accent. Everybody that was cast for the Minnesota actors I mean, we're faking it really well or have one. It's easy to slip into, I know, going to school in Minnesota and being from Wisconsin. So it's really easy to slip into that. Oh, no, there you go. Oh, you betcha. Hey, dear Bobble. It's really easy to fall into that accent, but I thought they did a great job in casting and not making it over the top where you get annoyed with it, but it was cutesy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was adorable.
It did work out well for her. And she... Spoiler alert, she didn't die this episode.
Woohoo! We kept a female character around all episode. Well, we get to keep another one around later, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. Spoilers for the episode you just watched.
So if you watched it, now if you didn't watch it and you're listening to us.
They don't know who I'm talking about.
I know. Well, we'll find out.
It's not too much of a spoiler alert.
So yeah, we found out that Slim Jim Morgan has been in a lot of different, contests. The Butter Bowl, the Wing Ding contest, and there was another one too.
Shrimptasia.
Shrimptasia, that's it.
He builds his stomach by eating lettuce.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know if that's a thing, but I can attest to the butter eating contest, because at the state fair in Madison, Wisconsin, they do deep fried butter.
That sounds disgusting. I'm sorry if you have done that, but to me that sounds...
I'm not sorry. You shouldn't do that.
We do a lot of deep fried things, and we have butter burgers in Wisconsin. And I don't actually...
Wait, what is a butter
don't tell us what that
burger?
is.
Yes, I want to know.
It's just
the people at home need to know this.
It's just butter upon butter on a burger, and it's grilled, and it's just always butter. It's like constantly turned in butter. So it's
But is there like a burger, like an actual meat on there too? Or it's just,
No.
Okay.
It's like a hamburger patty, but they're constantly just brushing butter over it the whole time and flipping it. And there's
like when you make a sword and you fold the metal over.
Yeah.
It's as if it's been dipped in butter and fried in butter.
Because I was thinking it'd be like,
and then the bun.
I was thinking bun.
And pats of butter.
About a half-inch thick of butter.
It's not
burger,
that bad.
I'm so glad we didn't have to do the Slim Fast read today.
that would not have worked out on this episode. All right, so Slim Jim, does all these contests. He wins a lot. His wife is Mala or Mala.
Gypsy.
Yes.
Mala.
She was a gypsy. Sam goes investigates, find this pouch in her room. That is a hex pouch.
Pootsie bag.
Yeah.
Pootsie bag, which he seemed like they Googled it and they're like, it's called a hex bag. And we're like, yeah, remember from a few seasons ago when you dealt with those a lot?
Well, maybe he didn't see you one that nice. I don't know.
Well, she called it a blessing bag.
Yeah. So we found out she was involved with Wayne. They were going to get married. Or she was married to Slim Jim.
And
she was going to take his winnings, get a divorce, and then go get married in Orlando because he called her Princess Jasmine.
Sure.
So I'm guessing that's why they went to Orlando. Maybe go to
Disney. She was quite the gypsy.
Yes.
Just like the Kardashians.
Yes, the Kardashians.
That was pretty cool.
I did like that line. Yeah. And then we end up finding another girl. She's getting married at the gym, working out. She's, there, looks like
working hard,
middle of the night.
Doing some good work.
She gets on the scale and she has gained weight, even though she's been working out.
I think it was muscle weight. I think she was working hard. Probably really proud of her.
We all know that, once you go to the gym, it's okay to gain weight as long as you're gaining muscle.
Exactly. So then she ends up getting knocked out by this hooded figure again. And, he, basically does the same thing and sucks her dry, too. And she ends up going down to 75 pounds.
Which I love that death.
I think that was her, goal.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I like that she got knocked out on the scale. And then as he sucked her dry, he saw the weight loss. I think that's really clever.
I did like that, too. That was a good
way
visual.
to show it. Great visual in the death of her, too, and literally seeing her sucked dry. I mean,
the special effects.
I don't know how they did that, but it looked really, really cool.
Although it's now occurring to me that when she was dying, we saw, under her shirt, something moving.
That was the tongue.
It was the tongue, right, but...
We didn't know that at the time.
We know it at the time, but now I guess, Alfonso, spoilers, you guys, spoilers. Alfonso, I guess, got down under her level and then stuck his mouth tongue under her shirt and up onto her stomach.
Oh, is that what he did?
No, I think he went through her. Wouldn't he have gone through her back?
Yeah, was that inside?
And it came through?
I don't know.
It came through her body? No, that's not how leeches work. I think there's easier ways to do that. But
I just thought he was sucking on the imprint, on the mark that she originally had.
Oh, that makes sense.
But because that wouldn't have been on her stomach, it would have only been on her back.
But either way, she lost all of her.
A lot of questions
here. She
It doesn't matter. She's dead.
One girl died.
But no, that's okay.
She wasn't really a central character.
No,
it wasn't
she
like
wasn't.
she had any lines even.
Someone has to die, Tom.
And we were talking about it, you know, Slim Jim and I don't know if her name is Mala or
Mala.
Doesn't matter. Gypsy,
yeah,
doesn't matter.
we never seen them again in this episode.
Yeah,
which I
they
thought it was
vanished.
a weird starting point of going in this direction where I thought it was going to be about her, and then it just flipped completely, and we never saw them again.
Although I do kind of like that we're so established in the universe that we can have something like a gypsy with a hex bag, and it doesn't even
They're
matter.
not worried about
No.
it. That's the
This
least
is just
of their
the
worries.
supernatural world we live in, where sometimes there are curses and hot dog eating contests.
They're investigating
Exactly.
something else.
Exactly. So we end up they find the sheriff again, and they're investigating her death. They find this mark on her body that they don't know what it is. It looks like a burn mark, like a circular. Just burn
And I
mark.
guessed it right away.
You did.
I guessed it right away.
Cupping, she knew.
Yes.
I knew.
Yeah. So they find that she went to this place called Canyon Valley to get and at Canyon Valley there's no diets, no workouts, and you can lose all your weight in 1 week.
Well, and they find this out after talking to the cute trainer.
Yeah, the hot trainer.
That Sam and Dean fight over who's going to get to talk to her.
Sam, you can't talk to
No,
her.
Sam
Why
is
can't I
only
talk
Sam,
good
to
you're
her?
weird.
Yeah.
You're
Sam's
weird.
only good at
You're
talking
Sam
to
weird.
monster girls.
It
You're
must
weird,
be,
Sam.
yeah. You're right. He is only weird. You're good at talking to monster
I
girls.
know I'm right, Tom. I'm good at this.
You've done your research. He has a chart that he says, Sam is good at talking to not regular girls, not humans, monsters, demons. What else is he good at
The
talking
werewolf.
Werewolf. See?
Mhm. That one vet.
Yeah.
She doesn't count. That was between seasons.
Well,
Who cares?
she was human. So,
Yeah, but
yeah, see? One human person.
it didn't work, though, did it? It didn't
No.
last.
Well, that's because he left her.
Because she's not a monster.
I guess so. Good for Sam. He's got to go find a monster.
Mm.
So we meet Larry and Maritza, who are basically the owners of Canyon Valley,
Mhm.
and they say Sam and Dean want jobs there to investigate undercover, and they want to be personal trainers. And Dean says, he was trained in kicking ass and taking names.
So cute.
Too eager.
So he did not get the trainer position.
of course not.
He became the lunch lady, Dean, and they, Dean's in the back.
Cooking.
Yeah.
With a hairnet.
Yes.
And we've got Sam in a sleeveless shirt showing off some nice arms.
For all you ladies out there.
Some of the
Still
fellas.
no shirtless. I was hoping for the shirtless. Sorry,
No.
guys. I really, really pushed for that, but
I know. I'm surprised.
no one
they-
listens to me.
I'm surprised they didn't do like hot yoga, where
They had to go shirtless. Oh my gosh.
They don't do that anymore. I think we were talking about it.
Yeah,
The last
we
time we
were.
saw Sam shirtless was when he had no soul. And last time we saw Dean shirtless, I think, is when Cass raised him from hell, and that was just to show off the handprint.
Go on. When else?
I'll have to check my collage at home.
I'm sure there's a Tumblr out there for that somewhere.
So far, Travis's room has a list of all what kind of girl Sam is good at talking at, and when
when
Sam
he's
and Dean has been
shirtless.
shirtless.
And last time we saw Cass shirtless was when he was doing laundry.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't when he was with the girl though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember? Oh, was that the
I
same
don't
episode?
really remember girls on this show. I mostly remember when the men are shirtless.
Great. Okay. We'll have to start a girls shirtless. So Dean ends up eating this pudding mixture that he's mad because all he's eating is rabbit food.
Yeah.
He says and
Likes his
everyone
pudding.
has to eat the same food that the clients eat there.
Mhm.
And he said, "What is that? Something like tofu, whatever." Tofu.
I really
tofu.
thought the pudding was going to end up being something grosser than it was.
Yeah,
'cause
so
it
did
looked
I.
kind of gross. But it was just pudding with roofies in it.
Yeah.
And I think it bears mentioning that Dean recognized roofies right away. And,
Well, Sam asked him, "How'd you recognize roofies?"
and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to get roofied anywhere." And like, that's a really suspicious thing to recognize right away as a pretty muscular, tall man.
But also, they're already investigating this place because they think it's weird. Why would you eat anything there? And why? And it was kind of obvious it's something that was going to be.
Why would Dean
something
eat
weird.
pudding somewhere?
Yeah.
Because he's Dean Winchester.
Well, he has
and
to eat
there's
everything.
pudding. Yeah.
Yes. But still, you think? Come on, Dean. You think he'd be a little smarter to be like?
When have you ever seen Dean be smarter?
I don't know, but I
Ever.
feel like he should have been. He
Of
should
course
have
he
known what's going
should
on. So Sam's doing yoga, and he notices that everyone in the class has the same
suction mark.
suction marks on their back, and Dean ends up getting roofied, gets knocked out. He calls Sam for help, and we find that the sheriff is now a client of the spa and recognizes Sam
by the name Agent Freely.
Yes,
which I like that even though we don't really see them introducing themselves anymore, they're still doing the cute nods to their names.
Yes,
Kiss, right? Ace Frehley's from Kiss, right?
Yeah, they always do like rock and roll members' names as for their code names.
And we did actually see where the suction mark was coming from.
Oh, yes,
because we saw Maritza starting the cupping process on Donna, and we see her actually doing the cupping process, and then we see her eyes go up and tongue come out, and she's creepy, and but then we see Donna come out in a wheelchair, and she just seems out of it, but she's alive. So clearly they're not killing them right away.
Right. Oh, and also the
hot
trainer was also okay.
Yeah.
So
she lost a lot of weight.
So there's no through line. We don't really know who's killing or why.
Yes.
Unless you just watched the episode, which you probably did. Also, we said it earlier.
So yeah, the sheriff said she ended up, they talked to her. She's lost 10 pounds in a day. She's very happy with this.
I really liked that scene because she was just kind of like I don't want to say throwaway character because she was there the whole time, but we got like a nice backstory.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not a nice backstory because her husband left her because he's shallow.
But we learned about her.
We learned about her. She was like a person. She was a cutie. She's trying to lose weight to feel good about herself.
Her.
Yeah.
Her husband, Doug, left her because he told her that she loved cookie dough milkshakes more than him.
Well, I love cookie dough milkshakes too.
Yeah.
They're good.
Who doesn't?
So, Doug.
And she wanted
Donna's
to feel pretty
great.
again.
Yeah. So. Well, she needs to feel good about herself regardless because she was already pretty.
She was.
Aww.
She's a good-looking lady and a charmer.
Yeah, she was nice. I liked her.
That.
They're making a lot of friends with the female sheriffs.
Can you blame them?
Exactly. Why not? So Larry and Maritza end up finding out. Larry just breaks into their car and finds all their IDs
in a cigar box.
Yeah,
like he's 12 years old in the 50s. Why is Dean keeping all of this?
But
stuff
they
in
never
a
even
cigar
showed
box?
that they, did he just
Got
keep
it
them? What did he do
back
with
or
them?
what-
Yeah.
yeah.
So now all their IDs are gone.
They can make more IDs.
Where? Who's gonna make them for them?
Kinko's? I don't know. Who's been making them for them?
Kevin probably.
Oh, too soon.
Yeah, or Garth. Somebody's been making them, or they just had them for years.
Yeah, Papa Winchester.
Because
showed
Dean's
him
still 29, right? As he said earlier. Because yes, I did like that line earlier when they're like, oh, she's 165.
She's 165.
And Dean's like, no. All girls lie about their weight. No. She's definitely. Did he say she was more than that?
He said yes.
He said she was
guessed
180.
correctly.
Yeah,
she was 180.
Yes,
Yeah, I like that they're letting Dean's vanity show because he's been doing this for at least 10 years that we've been watching. And
yeah. Even
not
and more
29.
than that, yeah. I mean, yeah, since we've been watching.
Since we've been watching, yeah.
Yes.
Because it's not real, Tom. This is all
Wait, what?
produced for...
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're breaking.
This is a reality show, isn't it? Oh man, I am just. So we find out Maritza. I'm heartbroken over here now. Maritza is a fish taco.
A fish taco?
A fish taco.
Fish taco.
A
Yes.
fish taco?
Yes, and she's a Peruvian fat sucker.
Mm-hmm.
And
AKA parasite.
Does anyone know? Is that a real thing, or do they make it up for Supernatural?
I'm not exactly
Totally
sure.
made up for Supernatural. I believe it has to be like some sort of.
But you know who
he
can
said it
tell
was
us
a
that?
monster.
The people at home. They can rate, comment,
below.
subscribe, go to iTunes, go to YouTube, give us 5-star ratings.
It was a really
And
nice
all of
segue,
the other
Tom.
AfterBuzz shows, 5-star
Yes, that too.
ratings, and we want to hear from you. Leave us some of your comments. Let us know if piche taco is a real thing or made up.
Because apparently
And-
we can't be bothered to Google it. We want you to do that for us, and we'll just talk to you about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and leave us comments. We'll respond.
Yeah. So
We're all pretty good about that.
yes. So after we find out that she's a Peruvian fat sucker, we find out that Alonzo, the one that Dean has been dealing with in the kitchen, is
He's a
her
loose
brother,
cannon.
and he's
He's
basically
the
been the one that has been killing these people, and she flat out tells them right then. And then we find Larry confronting him, and he says that he's weak, calls him a freak, and tells him
A little
he's gonna
harsh.
leave.
A little
bit of a jerk.
A little harsh.
I mean, I think Larry was,
Upset?
Upset because they've been, trying to keep this a secret, trying not to let people know, and now he's just gonna go.
I guess
be a loose cannon and just go start killing people.
We are kind of saying like he was being a little mean to the murderer. He shouldn't have talked that way to the murderer.
But wouldn't you be worried that the murderer is going to kill you?
Exactly.
Like it happened.
He should have been.
Yeah. So then Larry dies
From a
fast.
very shallow wound to the upper chest. Killed him.
Did he stab him with something?
Maybe
Or-
he sucked the fat out of him, but
used
because
his-
he was
his
so
mouth.
healthy
Oh.
that he didn't have any fat in him to
Maybe.
be sucked out.
Yeah.
He was pretty dead.
I mean, you
Not
saw
that-
his jujitsu moves
Yes.
earlier on.
Not that Sam checked on him or anything. He was just laying there, still freshly bleeding.
It's okay. It was
okay.
it was a lost cause. It's okay.
Aww.
It's okay. That guy was mean. He can die in the kitchen. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
exactly. Yeah, he was mean to Alonzo, the murderer, and
I don't know what's right anymore.
neither does Sam and Dean. So, well, Dean doesn't know
Ooh,
either.
good point.
Yeah. So Larry's dead.
Poor Maritza finds
Yes.
out her husband's dead.
Yes.
Still doesn't get untied. Still has to just cry while her husband's
Yeah.
dead. And then Dean's
know
like,
who's shy- they don't
so
know.
how do we kill your brother?
Yeah.
And then she tells them, stays tied up.
I don't know if she even. I mean, I guess she told them. They didn't really even say. I think they just were like.
I
well, we're
think
gonna
they
go
would
after
have
him
done
anyway.
multiple. I mean, I think they could have stabbed him and he could have died. But obviously, his death was in response to him trying
It looks
to kill.
specific. I think you'd be surprised at how many things die when you just stab them in the head, though.
Yeah. Like
Seems you
I
wouldn't
was.
have to ask.
Yeah. So then Sam goes. They both go searching for him in the basement because that's where I guess he
Very
lives.
large, sprawling sub basement to this
Yeah.
place. And they're in like this room with a closet full of women's clothes and like empty shelves.
They
I think
live
that
there.
was his. Yeah, that was where he stayed.
Alfonso?
Yeah.
And that was his closet full of women's clothes?
I guess so.
No judgments, that's fine.
So Sam finds that room, and Dean finds this another room where there's all these plastic containers on the shelf that I guess was like fat in it.
Empty fat containers.
Yeah.
And I guess they haven't been giving him as much food as he needs.
Well, as he says he wants. If she's eating enough.
But did you see how many she had? That was kind of a little messed up. She had that whole fridge full of stuff.
Oh, okay, but that might have
But
been
if
for
she's-
like a whole year, Tom. You don't really know the metabolism of Pish Taco.
Yes,
Maybe
but
back off.
But they have clients coming in every day, and they're sucking the fat out of.
But maybe
so.
she's regulating it and giving him out of her stash.
I guess so.
And you don't know how much fat they get from each client.
Did you see all those people in there? I'm guessing there was a lot of it.
But if you just get like one mouthful from each client, I'm just saying you're throwing down a lot of like Pish Taco knowledge that I don't think you can back up.
Well, maybe I can.
I sense a challenge here.
I don't know how much they get
Place
out of it.
your
but
bets, gentlemen.
Did you see the people that were in there? Did you see the guy doing yoga? I'm sure they could get a lot
Big
of fat
guy,
out of him.
yeah.
So, Sam and Dean are on the hunt. Alonzo ends up throwing a
Shelf?
Armoire.
Empty armoire?
Just pushes it right on Sam.
And then there's a
Which
fight
has
scene.
to hurt him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that can't not injure you.
No, he's a big guy.
Have you seen?
It's fine.
Yeah, they always get thrown into walls and just
Yeah.
get up right away.
That's nothing. That little IKEA shelf with that little Alfonso guy. That's fine. He pushes it right off.
Yeah,
He does. He
He
gets up
does.
quickly.
That is one of the things that I am not a big fan of in the show. Of these guys are human, yet they just get thrown around like it's nothing.
They've been fighting since they were like 0.
I know, but still, like
They're big.
If every time you get thrown into a wall, it's gonna hurt you. You're not just gonna be like,
No.
oh, let me get up and just keep fighting.
You and me, we're soft, Tom. These guys are hunters.
I guess so.
They stitch each other up in hotel rooms.
I guess.
I got
we
a
just-
paper cut
maybe
the other
we-
day and cried.
Maybe we need to go to like a hunter's like training camp or
I
something.
don't think
and
so.
just
I
see
think
what
they're going to
happens.
throw us around a lot and punch us.
I know, but then we'll build up stamina, so then people can throw us in the walls and
I don't want to be thrown into a wall.
All right, fine. That's fine.
I really was disappointed with the fight scene. I thought it looked like a Christopher Nolan fight scene. I didn't know what was going on, which is sad
Yeah.
because Dupes normally has really great fight
Yeah,
scenes.
it was hard to see. It wasn't really well lit. I get that it was in a basement, but
They
I
had those
wish-
kitchen flashlights.
It was
Yeah.
really short too. Like
That's
it was,
okay.
I know,
It's going to
but-
look like that. I don't want to be drunk.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so Alonzo ends up, attacking Sam, gets on top of him. His like sucker tongue comes out. He's
Yeah.
about to,
Say it slower.
suck the fat out of him. And out of nowhere, it gets cut off by Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Dean saves the day.
He does. He did save Sam.
And then Alfonso just dies.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
Well,
how
the
you kill
tongue
them.
like does this little thing and then shrivels.
Yeah, shrivels up. And
that's fine. I saw him die, so I guess that's what kills them. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on fish tacos. I'll leave that to Tom.
Okay. Yep, that's why they died. That's what my research says. You cut out their tongue and they die, but their heart can still be. I don't know. I thought maybe it was
their tongue might be their lifeline. Their tongue might be their
it must
heart.
be. Yes. I mean that's how they eat.
You on his side all of a sudden?
I'm in the middle here. I'm stuck between.
It's okay. Sound like it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like the tides have turned.
Right. It's okay. And then Sam goes to comfort Maritza, and
it's cute.
It is nice. And Dean
I thought it was a little inappropriate because I'm like, Sam only has sex with monster girls, and now he's approaching this one whose husband just died.
It was a little too soon.
A little soon.
Yeah. And Dean, wants to have a chat with Sam and says, okay, once everyone else is out of here, we're killing her too. It's a family affair.
So insensitive.
Yeah. Which I really thought Dean had been learning his lessons.
Yeah.
Last episode, he was like, I don't know what's right and wrong anymore. But now he's
my brother, like the family stuff right there. This is family for her that she just lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now he just wants to kill this woman.
Yeah, they let Garth live.
Yeah.
And his family.
And Benny.
Yeah.
Benny.
But
they were a part of
they know Garth.
Saving and helping.
But I still think it's it's a little
that's
lopsided.
Dean.
Well,
but that's Dean.
She
Dean's
got to live.
She did, yeah. So Sam says
gets
that.
to live.
Yeah, and they kind of went back and Dean was like, we're in the business of killing monsters.
And then Sam had to remind him, like, that's a dumb thing to say at this point in your life and our history.
Yeah, and it was strictly supposed to be business between the two of them. Mm-hmm. Sam still has a heart, and he said like, what if I killed someone while I was
what if someone killed me while I was get real?
Yeah. What would you
Dean
kill?
didn't have anything to say
Did I
to
deserve
that.
to die? Yeah.
Which just made me think of back when Sam was like doing demon blood all the time, and Dean was kind of like, I think I should kill you, but I don't want to, but he didn't. Which
we get into a little bit, the last scene.
Yeah.
So Maritza's on a one-way trip back to Peru.
Okay, no, Dean said that. Dean's like, okay, one-way ticket back to Peru. Dean has no authority to deport people. Maritza seems like an intelligent woman with enough finances that if Dean said that, she could just be like, no, screw you, I'm going to go to Baltimore or wherever I want to go.
I would have liked for her to stay. Her whole point being at that wellness spa was to help people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she wasn't doing anything by. I don't. How many of us would like to be fat, have our fat sucked out of us? I mean, that's basically what liposuction is, except it's feeding her. So if it's helping her live and she's doing it for a good cause, I say let her live.
Do it.
And
let her stay.
And the cupping, disgusting looking.
Agreed.
It scared you guys.
I would never. Yeah, people get that done. I would never get that done. No, no way.
They made it look really scary, and I don't know if that's what it really looks like. I've seen it on celebrities when they've posted on like websites and stuff, and they'll say, "Look at these weird marks on this person's arms or this person's legs," and they look strange. They don't look like that suction mark, but obviously the suction mark was because of the monster.
Yeah.
But the way the skin came up and it was all welty.
No.
Maybe we should
the
Google
pudding
it.
grossed me out more than that.
I would hate the pudding, not that. So the chunk of supernatural for this episode, I thought it was this very final scene.
Oh, yeah.
They're back in the bunker. And, Dean says, Sam, I saved you at the church. I saved you at the hospital. This is what I do. I'm doing the right thing. Right?
No. Sammy calls him on it. I love this scene. Like I told you guys earlier, I feel like this is the same conversation the fandom's been having for years where Dean just barrels through blindly, think he's doing the right thing, and finally Sammy calls him on it, says, you're not saving me for me, you're doing it because you can't face life without Dad. Okay, he doesn't say without Dad, but it's
but
without
he can't be
Dad.
alone.
He can't be alone.
Yes.
And then he reverses. He's like, you do the same for me.
Nope.
Left you in purgatory for a whole bunch of years.
He left him in hell. He left him everywhere. Where hasn't he left him?
Isn't that kind of beautiful, though? At the end of the day, his message that he's sending, he doesn't want to live without him, as selfish as that is.
No, they could have closed the gates of hell.
Yeah. They could have...
Hell.
No more Crowley. Kevin could have still been alive.
Kevin.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that Dean has done wrong.
I mean, obviously, a brother's love is beautiful. But when you weigh that against, like, all of the evil of the world. Like, let it go.
Well, you wouldn't have 9 seasons then.
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
She does have us there.
I know. Well, they could have brought Sam back as an angel or something. I don't know. We could have had them still.
He can come back.
What if that'd been cool if Sam came back as an angel? But he would have been like, I'm not
works.
coming back.
You don't die and then become an angel.
Oh well, I don't know. Maybe
he could. Maybe in Looney Tunes.
Hey, maybe he could take someone's grace. I don't know. He already had some grace inside of him. So.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Save it for the predictions, Tom.
Yeah, there could have been a lot going on here. But yeah, basically it comes down to Sam saying that he wouldn't have saved Dean if it was the other way, or if the situation was reversed.
And then they just kind of leave it there. Sam's like, I guess I'm going to bed. And Dean's like, I guess I'm going to drink and hate myself.
Like usual. Poor Dean.
Just like we all do.
But not poor Dean. But I thought that was the best scene of the episode.
Yeah, the last few episodes, the last little bit has always been
It's
great.
always very, very emotional and strong from both of them.
Yeah, so I like that a lot. I enjoyed that.
And the characters being very aware, finally, of what they're doing to each other in the world.
Each other's feelings,
Very
exactly.
exciting.
Yeah.
And communicating about it.
Yeah, actually saying things, actually not just being like, okay, fine, we just killed someone and we did this. All right, let's go sit in the car for 6 hours while we drive to the next place and not talk to each other about this. And they just turn on music and drive away. Not anymore. They don't have any place to drive to because they actually have kind of like a home.
They just have to face themselves.
They do. And there's nobody, Cass is somewhere. Kevin, no more.
Yeah,
it's just
where
those
is
two.
Cass? This episode, they were in the bunker and there's still no Cass.
there
Not
was
like
no
even in the
Cass.
background making coffee.
Yeah. He's probably just eating sandwiches, right?
PB&J.
Trying to taste them.
Maybe.
But all he tastes is particles anymore. That must be sad. Right?
Oh my gosh,
If
I
you
couldn't
taste,
imagine.
If you couldn't taste anything.
That would be the sense that I wouldn't want to lose.
Yeah. That would
The ability to taste particles.
Yes, the ability to taste particles and atoms.
You guys, Lyndsey can taste particles. Lyndsey might be an
Awesome.
actual angel.
Awesome. Okay, wait. Let's hurt somebody and then see what happens. Can you heal them? That's the test right there. If not, then we're just going to blame it on you and say, well, she said she can heal them. So the next episode will be in a couple weeks. February 25th. We're taking a 2-week break.
Oh, I'm so disappointed about
If
that.
anyone knows why, Tom guessed it was because of the Olympics.
I don't. Yeah, that's my guess, but I don't know why.
It doesn't make sense since we just restarted the season mid-January.
Yeah, it's only been 3 or 4 episodes we've been back.
3.
So
3, yeah. It's very disappointing.
it is, but it's okay because I feel like after that it will be without a break, straight through to the end.
I would like to disagree and say it's not okay, and I would like to have more right now.
Me too.
Gotcha. Well, too bad. You have to wait till February 25th. And then that episode, they find out the bunker seems to be haunted.
Exciting.
Yeah, I wonder.
Crowley's drunk.
Exciting.
Drunk or
And Snooki appears.
yes, Snooki will be on this show.
And Travis has no response.
I don't get that.
We've got crickets.
I don't know what she's gonna be.
Like,
It
she
seemed
said
like-
something like she was dead.
Yeah, like she was a demon or an angel.
I don't know. It could be, like, I know they had Paris Hilton on the show before.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I know that's because Jared
Wasn't she
did.
dating?
Well, I don't think
Or
No, they
she
did a
was,
mo-
they
they
were
did a
both in
movie.
They were
House
both
of
in
Wax.
House of Wax.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb, say I think Paris Hilton did good in that movie. I don't think she's a bad actress.
I think she
And,
did pretty good in that movie as well. I agree with that.
And, she was palsy-walsy, and she was very self-aware of what she was. I thought it was really great.
I thought she was good in the episode too.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So,
like
maybe Snooki will be awesome.
we'll have to see.
She's cute.
And also, Cass gets caught by some new group
New
of angels.
Sure.
So that'll be
That's-
interesting to see.
Anything with Cass is fine.
Exactly. It is fine.
It's going to be quite a roller coaster next week.
No, 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so
no,
let's get.
I'm doing something else next week that's going to be quite a roller coaster. I'm sorry, that was unrelated. I'm going to California Adventure.
He's got to work on his collage. So let's get to some news and gossip.
All right. I've got some news and gossip for you guys. First off, on tvbythenumbers.com, last week, Supernatural was airing during the State of the Union in some cities and was cut off, or I guess potentially.
I think like on the East Coast.
Supernatural was able to bring in 1.2 million viewers, which was up a 1/10 from last week, matching its season high, even with the State of the Union. So that's pretty darn cool. So you fans out there that are watching, Keep it up.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But also watch the State of the Union too, because that's fairly important as well.
No, Supernatural.
No, you can DVR that.
Oh, yep. Sorry, got outvoted. Sorry, America.
And
you see the ratings went up, so people weren't watching the State of the Union. They were watching Supernatural.
And then, according to TVandExaminer.com, the spinoff, which is going to be Supernatural Tribes, will involve 5 rival monster families as well as the vengeance-seeking hunter that is after them. And it's Ennis Roth is going to be the main character, and he's the star. It has not been yet cast, so it's open for people to audition yet.
Right here? Right
there. And he's the son of a police officer who might have been killed by monsters. And after meeting Sam and Dean, he learns the truth that these monsters live among us. Also, Chicago is run by 5 monster families that might include werewolves and shapeshifters. And he becomes the next monster hunter to bring down their families.
Sounds good. Sounds like it could be like Chinatown meets Twin Peaks meets Godfather.
I am on board. I think it'll be fun.
CW is looking for actors in their 20s.
Hey, CW, are you looking for actors here on this panel right here? You don't want to be honest?
Well, I don't think that I would do good at that.
There's like a punk rock female character. I
could do that.
I could. You could.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You could.
We'll send out the word.
I have delicate hands, so I can pass.
So that's. I don't know. I mean, I'm interested in this. I think it's going to be a fun show.
I'm going to be there day one for sure.
Yeah.
I'm nervous that it could easily go the route of like Vampire Diaries.
I know, and I don't want
no
to do
offense,
that.
Vampire Diaries, but just kind of like CW teeny, sexy monster
Stick with
show.
the supernatural vibe that they've got going.
Yeah, I'd much rather see something like gritty and scary.
Yeah, and I know that I feel like hopefully the people that work on Supernatural will kind of transition, or at least maybe some of the writers will transition over there.
Oh, I don't. I hope I get to work on the show.
Well, that too. Yeah. So if we're not in front of the camera, we want to be behind the camera.
scenes.
Yes.
CW hire all of us.
Or just in the bushes working on my collage.
Oh, you get to start a new one. You can do one for each tribe.
Don't tell me how to do a collage, Tom. I know what I'm doing.
So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. We'll find out more in episode 20 because that's when this character will be introduced.
Oh, this season?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This season we'll get
Episode
to see
20 is being called like it's like a.
Oh, you guys both knew
like,
this already.
Like it's called like a backdoor pilot. So they're weaving it
Introducing
into
that
the supernatural.
character
Sure.
that we'll
And
get to
apparently, what I did read is that Sam and Dean may show up in.
They'll
the
show
new
up,
show.
just not right away in the beginning because they want to make sure that it's going to be
Just
Yeah.
like
be good
Angel
on
and
its own
Buffy.
first.
Yeah, we waited a while for that.
Guys, I don't know if I've mentioned Buffy on this podcast before, but I really like that show.
But that isn't it. This is not that show. So.
Don't remind me, Tom.
So let's get to predictions for this week.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Do we have predictions?
Anybody?
I feel like we've been saying.
I feel like
my
my same prediction is. I mean, I feel like it's not for this season, but I do think that I feel like the show needs to end.
Whoa.
With.
Hey.
Well,
there
am I
was
going
more.
too,
There was
am I going
more.
too far into the future? I mean, I think it's gonna end with Dean killing Sam, right?
Not if
Exactly.
there's a spin-off that they could potentially be on.
I know. No. But the spinoff would start next year, so they could be in that and still be in the 10th season of Supernatural.
Oh.
So that's
All right.
why.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's
How does-
dark.
I like the
Really, at
idea
the
of
end,
that.
how does it end? End game of this show. How does it end?
Are they going to tie in the cane?
I think it ends
Or
with
not.
Sammy going off and being happy and Dean dying. Being a knight of hell or whatever, like you said.
That's a good prediction. I
It was
do like
yours.
that. Oh well,
So you just complimented yourself.
thanks.
Dick.
But do you guys have any predictions? Maybe for maybe for when we come back.
My only
You think
prediction-
Crowley found this sword?
I think Crowley found the sword
You think he found the sword? Why is he drunk and in bed and crying?
because he's got to work with the Winchester.
And he's part human still. Maybe.
Maybe.
So,
Or maybe
he's-
we abandoned that plot thread.
Maybe he's like needs his fix of human blood.
He's feeling really, really
Right.
bad about all the things that he's done.
Just like Spike did on Buffy.
And we saw how that ended up. He
On
got his own
Angel.
show, so
Yeah.
maybe Crowley will jump over to the tribe show. Maybe he'll be the leader of one of the tribes.
Don't tease me, Tom.
Maybe we can bring back Lucifer. He can be the leader of another tribe. I don't know. Maybe get him out of that hole.
Can't say Lucifer the leader of another tribe. He's
Hey, well, come on. We got 5 tribes. We need 5 leaders. Let's think of this. So, where can they find you guys? I think that wraps us up for this week.
Oh, you can still find me, kind of, sort of, in the works on rolling-high.com. I swear we're going to get episodes up there pretty soon.
Awesome.
Cool. And you guys can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Lyndsey Wegner, or my blog, lindseywegner.blogspot.com. Happy birthday to my mom this weekend.
Aw, happy birthday.
Aw, she'll be so happy.
And you can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom, and tomorrow night at 10 o'clock for WWE Main Event, and 11 o'clock for the Tomorrow People. So we will see you guys in 3 weeks. February 25th, we will be back with more Supernatural for you guys.
We'll be awaiting.
Yes. See you guys.
The show.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.